Hello for the first Sunday of Advent. Using the first reading, Jeremiah 33, 14 to 16, and the gospel reading, Luke 21, 25 to 28. The first Sunday of Advent. Today we begin the beginning of the church liturgical year. Not like the rest of the world, January 1, but today, December 1 and 2. The beginning of the church's year, we look back into all time, creation, and then the beginning of time for Jesus Christ, when he walked the face of the earth. And then we look to the end of time, which is eternal time, when Jesus Christ will return again as King of the universe. And we and all and our God will be reunited, which we call the kingdom of God, or which Jesus called the kingdom of God. Well, first, the beginning. If we go back to the beginning, we go back in our story with the Old Testament, the book of Genesis. In the beginning there was a formless wasteland, it says in chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. And there was this abyss. There was darkness. And God created in this abyss, or from this abyss, light. Light came into darkness. That's what it says. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. We begin with the creation of light, sort of Advent, and the Advent wreath. Look it over there, or look into your house or wherever where you have an Advent wreath. There's 4 candles for the 4 weeks in preparation for the coming of Jesus Christ in time. Christ is the light of the world. And God created light out of darkness. We don't know exactly when, but we know God created out of nothing, out of darkness, and light has come into the world. A beautiful story that you have read and heard over and over again, how God is responsible for what is. And God created light. Well, last week I heard a thing, it's a program, Sunday morning, 6 o'clock, called On Being. And there was this doctor who talked about another story. I mean, the creation story, the book of Genesis, is classic. Well, she gave another story that really hit me, I think, deeply. And she says, anything important, the best way we can brag about it or tell about it is tell a story. And here's the story that she told. She told the story of creation as holy darkness. And in this holy darkness, there was this light in a gorgeous crystal. And the light was God. And as in all Jewish stories, as she said, there's always an accident or a tragedy. She said, when God created the world, or created the universe, there was this crash of light, of crystal light, into billions and billions of factors or splinters or pieces of crystal glass. And it expanded into the universe, including man, including the moon, including everything. And all these fragments are part of that God who created it and is out there now, in the universe. And one of these days, all of these particles of creation, the moon and the sun and you and I and everything, will come back together with the original light with the original crystal in all its brilliancy and all its glory. It's called the end of time, the end of the world, or the beginning of all time, eternal time. That's what we celebrate. That God who is infinite, no beginning, no end, the circle of the wreath. That God who is full of life and full of glory and full of light, full of life, the evergreenery, and full of light in himself, and reflected that light in creation, and in a pinnacle of reflection, Jesus Christ, the light of the world. And all of this becoming reunited one day, I don't know when, but that's called the end of the world. That's called Jesus Christ comes as King of the universe in the kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven. And that's what we celebrate and begin from the beginning in the church's year. So listen to these readings these 4 weeks in preparation for that coming of Jesus Christ in the flesh, in the world, on Christmas Day. And it goes all the way till the beginning of next December. I think it's next Advent is December 1, 2019, when we celebrate what's going to happen, what's been revealed when this creation is totally united with Jesus Christ, King of the universe. Those two are unbelievable stories. Of course, the one in Genesis is classic and fundamental to us. The one that this doctor told, which I really like, it was just really something special too. Think of that. The holy light in creation reflects itself, but splintered. And all those lights and splinters of crystal and splinters of light one day be and will be reunited with our God, the light of the world, in heaven. Takes us a year to explain so many of those things, piece by piece, brick by brick, day by day. Time is holy. Your time here on planet Earth is a time of holy encounter. This morning I just learned that my best priest friend, Father Hehman, died a few hours ago. He spent his 88, 89 years giving himself to God. He doesn't have to worry about this winter. He doesn't have to worry about time anymore. He's there with God. He's there where we're all headed. This Christmas season is a great time when we meditate things like that, and we know where we're headed, where we're going, to be with Jesus Christ, King of the universe. Happy first Sunday of Advent, the beginning, which always looks to the end, which is the great beginning. Have a good day.